Hi, this is Allan Van Fleet, Chair of the Section of Antitrust Law of the American Bar Association, and welcome to another edition of Antitrust Audio. This month's message is entitled Valentines and Uses and Abuses of the Social Network. I'll be talking about that in a moment, and while the big ABA's website is down for an upgrade, you'll be hearing this solely over the section's social network connections. Valentine's Day will soon be upon us. Have you gone online to reserve a table, send flowers, or email an e-card? We vaguely recall that the day originally honored an early Christian martyr, St. Valentine. But which one? According to the Catholic Encyclopedia, there were at least 3 martyrs by the name of Valentine. They were from Rome, Tyranny, and Africa, and each one, not surprisingly, was said to have died on February 14. It's probable that Pope Gelasius, establishing St. Valentine's Day as a celebration of love in 496 A.D., had in mind the Valentine who was beheaded in Rome in 270 A.D. for performing marriages. You see, Emperor Claudius II, sometimes known as Claudius the Cruel, had banned marriages when Roman men began refusing to go to war in order to stay home with their wives. Valentine chose death over renouncing his religion or his celebrations of love. Legend has it that on his last day he wrote a message for his guard's daughter, whose blindness he may have cured, and he signed it, "From your Valentine." The holiday now sees about 1 billion Valentine's Day cards exchanged each year. Hallmark has over 1,300 different cards just for the day. Teachers will receive the most, followed by children, mothers, wives, and then sweethearts, though they're all sweethearts. And today we don't even need the postal service. We can send digital greetings without leaving our computers, emails with e-cards, or even blast e-hearts to all our friends over our social network. This year, led by Anthony Chavez, with other energetic and creative leaders, including Joyce Choi and Craig Falls, the section has greatly expanded its social media presence. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and the section's presence here provides each of you with powerful tools to enrich your membership experience. Check the digital version of this message on the social network or in your emails for links to the section's presence on these social network sites. It's through the section's social media that you can share information, news, insights, and connect with friends, former contacts, and make new contacts. The social media do not replace web pages and discussion lists. They supplement them by offering platforms where you can directly contribute to discussions. The more members contribute, the more useful these sites become. The email version of my chair's letter contains stats and links to the section's various social media sites. Browse around and jump in. Why not this Valentine's Day? You may not have used these media professionally yet, but I think you'll find them valuable and relatively easy to use. And to ease you into the new media, Joyce Choi has set up a YouTube channel with instructional videos. The section is dedicated to providing its members with resources to enhance their professional development and practices, and the section's social media will evolve with its members' needs. We'll release periodic social media update e-newsletters to keep you abreast of the ways the section uses social media and how it can help your practice. Valentine's Day is big business. Consumers will spend on average $77 in change on gifts. E-retailers expect to rack up about $650 million in sales of candies, flowers, and other Valentine's gifts. But when I go on to purchase, what information about us do the e-retailers and search engines collect? What do they do with it? What are our privacy rights? What are the identity security issues? And does controlling that much consumer information present competition concerns? Could that be what the Google ITA merger investigation is all about? These issues and others will be addressed in the spring meeting chairs showcase entitled Competition and Consumer Protection Issues in the Web 3.0 World. It's chaired by Pamela Jones Harbor, formerly Commissioner of the Federal Trade Commission, and it'll be moderated by Tara Isaac Kosloff of the FTC and Matthew Bai of Google. It'll feature tech gurus from Microsoft, Google, and HP and others showing us what the future holds for information gathered over the Internet, as well as current and former government officials, economists, and policy wonks discussing how we deal with it. Is targeted advertising an abuse of personal information mined from the net, or is it its greatest gift? At this year's mid-year meeting in Atlanta, the ABA and the section jointly attack a plain and potent abuse of the social network, cyberbullying. The section joins the ABA Commission on Youth at Risk in supporting a proposed resolution before the House of Delegates calling on state and local governments and bar associations to pay more attention to bullying and to address ways to prevent and remedy this cyber scourge. The section will premiere its high school educational video, Cyber Teen Alerts, Cyberbullying, and it features Matt Lanter of the TV series 90210. You can preview it on YouTube. Either look it up or there's a link in the digital version of this message. And I send a big Valentines e-bouquet to Harvey Saferstein, the executive producer of the section's educational video series. Did you know that 73% of those buying flowers on Valentine's Day are men? Or did you know that 15% of American women send flowers to themselves on Valentine's Day? I recall reading a couple of years ago about the Houston police officers who write the most traffic tickets. The winner by far was a woman who wrote over 300 in one day. How did she do it? Ticketing all those cars parked illegally on Valentine's Day along Fannin Street's flower row of florists. I hope someone sends her flowers this year. With all best wishes to you and your sweethearts, I'm Allan Van Fleet, Chair of the Section of Antitrust Law, and I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Antitrust Audio.
Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se perd sur sa bouche, voilà le portrait sans retouche de l'homme auquel